So I'm out here at French Prairie Perennials and I'm with Rick. And normally when Rick and I talk, we talk a lot about conifers because you have such a great selection. But today we're going to switch it up a little bit and we're going to talk about the beautiful colors of some of the deciduous trees you carry.
Right. I mean, when you think about it, when you have some trees out there that are flowering, generally they last for a short period of time. So why not use a tree that has beautiful foliage color so that you can have it for 6 or 8 months of the year, and maybe one that flowers with it so that you get more bang for your buck.
And so you've picked out 4 of these that we're going to talk about specifically.
Right.
So let's start with this stunner right here.
This is an Acer pseudoplatanus, which is called Echidna Sunset, and it has all different variegation on its leaves. Native to the Esk Valley of New Zealand, that's how it got its name. The unique thing about this tree is the pink side on the underside of the leaf.
Stunning.
You can see each leaf has this bright pink color underneath, and when the sun hits it, it gives, because the leaves are so thin, it gives kind of that glow of that pink underneath on the other side of the leaf. Fall color on this will be orange, more of an orange color, but it'll retain some of the pink underneath, so you kind of get that bicolor.
And I have to say that you are completely correct with the sunshine, because some of these ones that have more of the variegation almost look like stained glass. They're absolutely stunning when the light hits them.
No, it's a beautiful tree, and you get the foliage, like I say, you get the foliage for a long period of time. Now it is a larger tree. So you have to be careful about that. It's going to be 25, 30 feet over a period of time.
But
it's not a super
what
fast
a beauty
grower,
that would be, though.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's a very beautiful tree.
And my cousin adores pink, so I'm sure that she would love this one. Tell us about that.
This is a Japanese maple called Rainbow. And your new growth is always going to be this bright pink.
Stunning.
You'll also get some variegation in the leaves. So it's kind of unique in that not everything's uniform. Older growth is going to kind of have a little bit of splash of pink in it, but more of this wine color. And if it's in full sun, you'll get a little more red than a wine color, but yeah, it's a very beautiful tree. If you keep it pruned, you continually get that flush and new growth, so you continually get that pink.
Nice. And then I'm assuming that the pink then will change as that hot pink color will actually get a little darker over time.
Absolutely, absolutely. As it starts to grow out, then you're going to get this like you have here with the variegation a little bit, and
stunning.
And or some of them will even go to a completely blank wine color, but. For certain times of the year you can't beat it, and in the fall you get some really brilliant color on it too.
So it really covers all 3 of the seasons completely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now I've grown accustomed this year, and one of my favorite things in planting is to do a lot of white and very light colored blooms. This kind of sings to me even as a leaf though. Right,
no, this is a beautiful tree. It's a dwarf hedge maple called Carnival.
Nice.
And you'll get some pink new growth in the spring, but the wonderful thing about this tree is, one, it'll grow in the shade.
Oh, okay.
If you have them in full sun, they have a tendency to burn a little bit, so you'll want to give it some shade. Morning sun, afternoon shade is a really good area for this tree. But the great thing about it is it only gets 6 to 8 feet tall.
Oh, nice.
And then you'll have an equal canopy on it. It's kind of a mushroom shape to it, but it's a beautiful tree because if you do have a shady spot, it gives you that bright, bright, bright color that a lot of people are looking for.
And I would think at that size, it would be a great tree, small tree for a container too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because it's not a super fast grower, so you can keep it in a container for a good period of time. So
now I'd heard you mentioned blooms, so I'm going to guess that's on this wonderful dogwood next.
That's right. This is a cornucoscusa called Summer Gold. And so you get the typical dogwood flower, which is a white flower on this one. Flowers will get larger than they are now as the tree gets more mature. But the great thing about this tree is you get that green and gold foliage all summer, and occasionally you'll get this where it has a little splash of red in the leaf.
Now, is that natural, or does that come from it getting more sun than it used to?
That's just natural, and it does it sporadically. The great thing about this tree is that when we get to fall, you're going to get a lot more of that purpley red in it.
Really?
And along with the gold and the green that it has in it. So it has a really, really nice fall color also.
So then you're going to get more of this color on this.
Correct.
And, oh, that's beautiful.
Correct. But you get it sporadically this time of year too. You'll get some of that red that mixes in with it. So you get 3 colors on it. But it's a beautiful tree, and most dogwoods, when they're done blooming, they're just kind of nondescript green.
Just green leaves.
They are what they are. This gives you a lot more bang for your buck and gets some brilliant color for the rest of the summer.
And I would think that even if you have a little shaded area, this would even be better, because any of those light colors draw our eyes into the darkness of shade.
Absolutely.
So that'd be really great.
Absolutely.
And all of these are, when you say, something special, it seems a lot of us think, well, that's going to be difficult. But these are all pretty simple to grow in the garden, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, they're tougher plants than you think. All of the 3 trees I showed you prior to this one were a zone 5.
Wow.
Carnival is actually a zone 4. So it's a very, very hardy plant. It's just that people don't see it a lot, so they get kind of worried that it's not going to be hardy, but it's like the conifers. They're very, very hardy.
Yeah. Well, you know, we at Garden Time we love all kinds of plants, perennials, annuals. But if you're thinking to yourself, I'd like some color that maybe isn't a tree form, you should come on out here to Rick and see this wonderful nursery. And to find out the directions and how to go to his website, you can always go to gardentime.tv. Thank you so much, Rick.
You bet. Thanks for coming out.
You're welcome.